2 days back, we raised a question. How would Europe have reacted had a country like India proposed such sweeping powers for the government against Islamism? Had New Delhi said the government will put electronic bracelets on radicals, you can imagine the backlash it would have caused. Now, these European countries are all secular, but many of them have laws to regulate Islam in particular. We've already told you about Austria. In 2015, it banned foreign funding to religious institutions. Then in Germany, in 2019, the government kicked off a pilot project to train imams. It created a special university course for them. Can you imagine that in India? Religious leaders being sent to a government university. Then there's Italy. From 2015 to 2018, Italy deported 16 radical imams. Even more specific are the laws of Denmark. Very interesting, and you must note this. Denmark has a law for children living in ghetto neighborhoods. What is that? Ghetto neighborhoods are enclaves with a large population of Muslim citizens. So children from these neighborhoods are required to spend at least 25 hours apart from their parents every week. This is mandated by the government. The children should spend 25 hours apart from their parents every week. What do they do for these 25 hours? They are taught Danish values. They are taught about Christmas and Easter traditions. As I said, Denmark is a secular country, but the government mandates Muslim children to learn about Christmas and Easter. They also take Danish language classes, these children. How does the government explain all of this? The government says it is westernizing these children and immersing them in the secular culture of the country. And this is a constitutionally mandated intervention. The government also says it is not an interference in religious affairs. It is something that they must do to tackle the rising threat of Islamism. And this is not unique to Denmark. This apparently is a global pattern now. Take a look at this report from 2 days back. It says in 2018, government restrictions on religion reached the highest level globally in more than a decade. This is a Pew Research report. It is based on laws around the world. What it found is very interesting. More and more countries are pushing laws, policies and actions that restrict religious practices. And most of them cite extremism as the reason for this. Let me quote what the European Union Charter of Fundamental Rights says about freedom of religion. Freedom to manifest one's religion or beliefs shall be subject only to such limitations as are prescribed by law and are necessary in a democratic society in the interests of public safety, for the protection of public order, health or morals, or for the protection of the rights and freedoms of others. So there is freedom of religion, but with reasonable restrictions. Leaders in Europe and all over the world are well within their rights to make laws to protect their countries. In some cases, even sweeping powers may be justified. What about India? In India, the previous UPA government introduced 2 laws after the 26/11 Mumbai attacks. The first set up a national investigation agency and the second strengthened existing anti-terror laws to allow suspects to be detained without bail for up to 6 months on the orders of a judge. The current NDA government introduced the UAPA, the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. It has special provisions to deal with terrorist activities. Both laws have been slammed as draconian. Neither is unique in the global context. The point we are making is simple. Whether it's India or Europe, leaders need authority to crack down on radicalism. And that's what Europe is doing. Thank you for watching Gravitas on WION's YouTube channel. If you want to stay up to date with what's happening around the world, then subscribe to our channel and don't forget to like and share. Thank you very much for watching WION. World is One.